Chelsea's like, wait, that's something I struggle with. Well,
because also I've been a bit more emotional ever since I got off my pills because it's almost like I'm not as numb as I was.
oh, okay.
And so if I say that, I might get emotional if like I say something that feels like, I guess, deep to me in a way, or I feel like I'm being vulnerable.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I want to talk about labels and how through our life we pick up these labels, right?
Right.
Maybe from a parent or friends, family, or just the general public, being out in public. Somebody calls you a name or something, and you start believing it, and then we're labeling ourselves like maybe somebody that's heavier set, or they feel fat, or somebody even struggling with bulimia, or being too thin. Parents that call their children stupid, which
I don't understand
that
that.
I have never understood that. Or parents being after their kids because they don't think they're doing something correctly or good enough. They're not living, the child's not living up to the parent's standards. So we absorb these labels all our life. It starts with, childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this label and we grow up, and then we probably acquire more labels. And then we're telling ourselves every day, I'm this, I'm that, I'm, whatever you think you've been labeled. And then we make up our own labels. And it's just this vicious circle and cycle of being labeled and labeling ourselves.
Right.
And that's a tough one, I think, to get out of, I guess, not accepting those labels. And it's okay that we're ourselves.
Yeah. And see, I struggle with all the labels that are kind of in today's society. Because it's like, I understand like trying to find your identity in a way.
Right.
But it's not just like, it's more complicated. One label.
Well, look how much influence we have now with, the internet, the social media, all of it. That's we have all these outside, like you have way more outside influences than I did growing up.
Yes.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have all the, the whole world with the potential of getting labeled by who knows, who.
Right.
So there's just so many different ways that can affect us, especially with the social media, and people are just mean.
Yes. Even like the podcast not being super big yet, you've already experienced some type of like
100%
mean comment or whatever.
Yeah, we've had a couple on the YouTube channel, and guess what? I delete them and remove them and move on. Like everybody's entitled to their opinion, but we don't have to engage with their opinion or believe in the label, right?
Yeah. And first, before we get more started on that, I just want to